Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about ozone depletion. What is that? Ozone depletion. You know very well ozone layer is protecting us from the UV rays. So when the ozone depletion is there, our thickness reduced in the sense directly UV rays reaches us and causes cancer. So ozone is the most important what we call the layer which protecting our atmosphere, which protecting our earth. So before going to that, we want to discuss some major international environmental conventions. So many conventions from 1972 to 2018, 2019. So many conventions means meetings happened about the protection about from pollution. Especially 1992 Earth Summit Rio de Janeiro in the Brazil and 2002 World Summit on Sustainable Development. Here this is a very important bit. Earth Summit, World Summit, 1992 Earth Summit, 2002 World Summit on Sustainable Development, Johannesburg, South Africa, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In 2016 Montreal Protocol Amendment at Kigali, Rwanda. Because that is Rwanda that happened. So these all conventions about the protection of our Mother Earth and protect how to control the pollution, how to avoid the pollution. These all the things we should have to think about that. We should have to follow the those all instructions given by these conventions. Okay, so very big conventions. Almost all nations will participate or participated in those conventions. Okay. Next, we are going to the ozone depletion. 15 to 30 kilometers. 15 to 30 kilometers. Oh, the 15 to 30 kilometers. This is important. The 15 to 30 kilometers from the ground level. So, this part you should have to remember. What is ozone in the sense? At about 15 to 30 kilometers from the ground level. 50 to 30 kilometers from the ground level, the Earth's atmosphere has a thin layer of ozone. Earth's atmosphere has a thin layer of ozone. This point you should have to remember. Which absorbs ultraviolet sunlight. Which absorbs which one? Ultraviolet sunlight. So once again, 15 to 30 kilometers from the ground level, the Earth atmosphere has a thin layer. The Earth atmosphere has a which one? A thin layer called ozone, which absorbs ultraviolet sunlight. Next, it is found in the ozone is found in the layer of the atmosphere called stratosphere. Where the ozone is present, the layer of the atmosphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, like that is there or not? The layer of atmosphere in the stratosphere we will find the ozone layer. It acts as a protecting covering. So the ozone layer is a protecting covering that absorbs the harmful UV rays. That is you know very well. So the ozone molecule, ozone means O3. Okay, ozone molecules means what? O3. That point you have to remember. So ozone main function what? Absorbs the UV rays and protect us from the what called UV rays. So this one ozone formula what? O3. So this O3 very important consists of 3 oxygen atoms. What you call 3 oxygen atoms. So on exposure to solar radiation breaks into oxygen atoms. So we have 2 UV rays, oxygen. Then one oxygen joins with the one oxygen atom joins with the one oxygen. What you called each atom that joins up with a single oxygen atom. The ozone molecule is so atmospheric oxygen is O2. This O2 plus O3 will be formed. So O3 ozone is an unstable molecule. The ozone molecule is unstable. It seems decays again to form the O3 again O2O, O3 O2O, O3 O2. Like that, it will be the repeated cycle will be takes place. Decays again to form molecular oxygen. Cycle continuous process in the upper reaches of the stratosphere, upper reaches of atmosphere, especially which one? Stratosphere. This one you have to remember. Why? Because the stratosphere. Okay, stratosphere, upper reaches. Now, causes of the effects of ozone layer. So, ozone is protecting us from the UV rays. Now, come to the next point, the causes of effects of ozone layer depletion. That much very good ozone layer, that much very important ozone layer nowadays getting problems, means depletion of ozone is going on. So what is called depletion of ozone is going on. How the depletion of ozone is going on, that one we are going to see. Okay, first, here the most important point I am telling to you, the man-made anthropogenic activities main reason, because chlorofluorocarbons are the main reason for the depletion of the ozone. Which one? Chlorofluorocarbons are the main reason for the depletion of ozone. Depletion of the ozone, chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, observe very carefully. One by one we are going to discuss. Okay, the first one, ozone layer depletion mainly occurs by anthropogenic actions, man-made activities. Mainly, what are the excessive release of chlorine and bromine from man-made compounds? Chlorine, bromine, man-made compounds such as what? Chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons and chlorine and bromine causes ozone layer depletion. So this is a very dangerous concept. Why? Because when the ozone depletion is going on, the UV rays directly reaches the earth and causes the mutations in the skin cells. That leads to cancer. So very dangerous effect will be there. So this is on. Next, methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachlorides. Very important points. Remember, methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachlorides, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, hydrochloroforms or hydrochlorofluorocarbons. Okay, hydrobromofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, hydrobromofluorocarbons, methyl bromide. These all are causing, what do you call it? These all are causing depletion of the ozone layer. So very dangerous man-made compounds. These all are. First one what? Methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, hydrobromofluorocarbons, methyl bromide. These all are causing the ozone depletion. So these are categorized as ozone depleting substances. What do you call these all are? Categorized as what? Ozone depleting substances. So methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, hydrobromofluorocarbons, methyl bromide. These all are considered as which one? Ozone depleting substances. The effects. What are the problems? UV rays may penetrate deep into the skin. I said or not? When the UV rays is directly reaches the earth, directly penetrate into the skin. Directly penetrate into the skin and can lead to premature skin aging and wrinkling of the skin. So what they will do? Premature, very important. Premature, what you called wrinkles, aging of the skin. See how much defect, how much dangerous the problem is. Premature aging and wrinkles of the skin. Okay, because of the which one? The UV rays. Such a dangerous effects are there because of which one? The UV rays. So children should have to be very careful about the UV rays and about the what you call these all problems. So what I am telling is this UV rays, this ultraviolet rays, most important and dangerous to all the human beings. What are the effects? First one, the UV rays may penetrate deep into the skin. Okay, and aging, wrinkle of skin, suppression of the immune system. Even UV rays suppress the immune system. Okay, and also skin cancer. What do you call the skin cancer? Melanoma. Okay, skin cancer, melanoma will be formed. Very dangerous disease, that is called melanoma. And chronic effects leading to eye damage. Even eye damage also will be takes place. DNA damage. Okay, DNA damage also can be takes place. And reactive oxygen protons can damage the DNA itself. Very dangerous. DNA will also damage because of this ozone layer. So ozone layer depletion can be controlled by who have to control? How to control? First one is pace down or ban the use of chlorofluoro refrigerators. Chlorofluorocarbons, you should have to stop usage in the refrigerants. That is the first point to do. Otherwise, what will happen? The depletion of ozone is going on and UV rays are damaging us. First point, the usage of, which one? The usage of chlorofluorocarbons should have to be stopped. That is the first point to read. Okay, first point to implement. So when the chlorofluorocarbons are reduced, then there will not affect on the ozone. So we will be in the safe position. So that is the first point. The second what you call control measures is minimizing the use of chemicals such as halons and halocarbons. Minimizing the use of chemicals such as halons and halocarbons. So these are also dangerous. Halocarbons. Why halocarbons same? They will be damage the ozone layer. So we should stop the usage of the halons and halocarbons. First, immediately we should have to ban the usage of chlorofluorocarbons, which one we are using in the air conditioner and refrigerators. First point. Second one, minimizing the use of chemicals. Minimizing the use of chemicals such as halocarbons. What do you call? Such as halocarbons, we should have to stop. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be problems will become. So, ozone layer will be affected. So that's why first ban chlorofluorocarbons, minimizing the use of chemicals. Next, another third bit is the very important. What is that one? Creating awareness about ozone depleting agents. Creating awareness about ozone depleting agents. So first we should have to stop creating substances. Okay, so what are the substances? Creating awareness about the ozone depleting agents. So how these chlorofluorocarbons are damaging and how these halocarbons or halons are damaging. So if you create the awareness to the public and importance of ozone layer to the illiterates and what you call remote area people, then they will realize and they will stop the usage of this chlorofluorocarbons and what you called halocarbons. Then that awareness is must and should. Otherwise, the total world, even total areas will be affected in the country and in the world. So that is the reason. First, awareness is must and should. So through the printed media or through electronic media, okay, through like that, we can give the information in the sense the people will be alert. See, for example, what happened? The ozone layer thickness will be measured in the Dobson unit. Very important bit. The ozone layer thickness we can measure in the which units? Dobson units. So in Antarctica, so what happened? The big hole formed. In Antarctica region, what happened? You believe or not, ozone hole in the area above Antarctica where the ozone layer is thinnest. So in the thinnest area, hole is formed. Ozone thickness is given in the which unit I said? Dobson unit. Okay, Dobson unit. Okay, this is important. The ozone hole over Antarctica develops each year between the late August and early October. So what is happening? Late August and October. August and October season, between the August and October, that hole is increasing. The ozone layer is increasing in the Antarctica region. So that is directly reaching the UV rays. So between the October, okay, August and October, what is happening? The major problem is the whole of the Antarctica is increasing. So very dangerous. So this information given by the NASA, but very dangerous, is this is a for to humankind, living organisms and humankind. Next, very important need bit, the September 16. What is that one? The September 16 will be considered as a Old Ozone Day. The September 16 considered as which one? Old Ozone Day. So ozone, very important. September 16 is the Old Ozone Day. 1913. In the year 1913, French physicists Charles Fabry and Henry Buchan, okay, Charles Fabry and Henry Buchan, they are the great scientists. Fabry and Buchan are the great scientists first identified in the 1913 the ozone layer. Who? Charles Fabry and Henry Buchan. Okay, Buchan. So these two scientist names have to remember. Next, Deforestation. Next concept we are going to discuss is deforestation. Come on, in the name itself, answer is what is the deforestation? Deforestation is the destruction of forest in order to clear the land and make it available for other use. So clearing the forest and making that land for other use. Very dangerous problem. Forest cover about 30%. Forest cover how much? About 30% of world's land mass. So, but what is going on? But due to deforestation, it is estimated that Earth loses 18.7 million acres forest per year. Due to deforestation, how much acres? 18.7 million acres of forest lost only in the 2016. Means you can imagine, in the 2016 alone, 18.7 million acres of forest we lost. So that is a very dangerous. So what we had to do? So global tree cover loss reached a record of 29.7 million hectares. So global tree loss worldwide how much acres it seems? 29.7 million hectares. 29.7 million hectares world global tree cover loss. Means how much deforestation is going on, once imagine. So that's why no rain in the right time in some areas, floods some areas, rain is not there, drought conditions, so many problems the world is facing because of this forest deforestation. So first, what are the reason for the deforestation? Industrialization, urbanization, population, so many are there. So common methods of deforestation are burning trees and clear cutting. First, what they will do, zoom type of farming. The tribal people will cut the trees and will burn it, and they will use that land for agriculture. Again, they will shift to another place. Like that, they will be continuing. So main reason for the deforestation is burning trees. Okay, number one is burning trees, and another important one is clear cutting. Cutting and burning are the main reason for the deforestation. So people participated in the conservation. So now people started protection. Some people who involved in the conservation of forests are, number one, very important, Bishonis. Amruta Devi Bishoni first protected the forest. She is a very great and bold woman. She gave her life for the protection of trees and forests. And also Chipko movement, the destruction of forests in India in the 1970s by Sundarlal Bahuguna was the leader of this movement. Who is that one? Chipko movement, Sundarlal Bahuguna. So that is only called hugged the trees and prevented felling of tree by contractors. See, some the time, so contractors try to cut the trees, but Sundarlal Bahuguna completely opposed and what he called resisted and protected the trees. That movement is called Chipko movements in the 1970 in India. Then Jadhav Payeng, one of the scientists is Jadhav Payeng, the forest man of India, will called. He is saved nearly 1,360 acres of dense and defiant forest was burned in Arunasopari, Brahmaputra, near the Brahmaputra. So such a great man, Jadhav Payeng, forest man of India, he created 1360 acres of dense and defiant forest. Was born in Arunasopari, a river island of the Brahmaputra. He just completed 10th class exams when he started to sow the seeds and shoots on the eroded islands, covered with sand and slit. So he developed how many acres of the forest? 1,360 acres of forest he created. Such a great man. So that's why Jadhav Payeng, they are the great scientists. Okay, children, here what the points remember? Ozone depletion. Why the ozone problems are coming? Okay. So ozone, what is the ozone? Thin layer of ozone present in the stratosphere. So ozone molecule O3. So it will be unstable molecule. Again and again it will be separate O3, O2 divided into O plus O. Then O2 joins with the oxygen, free oxygen, atmospheric oxygen and ozone oxygen atom. Then O3 will be formed. Cycle will be continued in the stratosphere. So causes anthropogenic actions. Depletion of ozone, main reason for What is the reasons? What are the reasons? Anthropogenic actions and chlorine, bromine, chlorofluorocarbons. These all are the what you called ozone depleting substances. But the effects are skin cancer. Okay, so then what is the use we had to do? Phase down or ban the usage of chlorofluorocarbons, minimizing the use of chemicals, creating awareness, ozone depleting agents. So how, what is the units of ozone? The option unit. So who invented the ozone first? September 16 ozone day. French physicists Charles Fabre and Henry Buisson. So like that. So 30% of forestation, the forests are there on the land, but 18.7 million acres of forest per year we are damaging. So deforestation is going on. Even global tree cover lost 29.7 million hectares. People's participation in the conservation of forest, mainly some people started protection of forest who are Chipko movement in 1970s, and Sundarlal Bahguna Bishonis, Jadhav Payang, forest man of India. So they all are protecting our forests and conserve the forests.